we go.
There we go.
We did it.
Now
Yay.
it works now, yeah.
Good job, guys.
Sorry about the confusion. We've
Yeah.
never done that before.
Every time I do it, there seems to be some confusion.
Okay.
Can you hear and can you see me okay?
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome.
You see that?
Yeah, you guys are great. Connection's good. Let me zoom into the screen here. Jason, thanks for the correction on the name. Sorry about that. I had solutions in my head for some reason.
Oh, no problem. No problem at all.
Cool. So anyway, we're live right now. I'm going to cut this down into manageable chunks here. But really my point there and the whole purpose of the videos is we're trying to encourage people to not just nominate, but then actually take the time to fill out the application. As you can imagine, a lot of people get nominated for something like this, and much fewer actually go through the whole process of filling out the application and doing it. So we're talking to some folks who have done it and been successful and to kind of get their experience. And Danielle and I were talking about this, and y'all's were one of the first names to come up of people that would be great to get on camera and talk to a little bit about their experience.
Oh, well, we appreciate that. We're very excited to do it.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit. How did you guys? Actually, you know what? Let me do a real opening to this video before we just start talking.
Okay.
So I gotta put on my game face here.
I know the feeling.
All right. Hey, everyone. This is Grafton DeButts at the Loudoun County Chamber of Commerce. And today I am joined by Jason and Sophie DeHenzel of DeHenzel Training Solutions. Crap. All right. We're trying.
Good first part of it.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. This is Grafton with the Loudoun County Chamber of Commerce, and I am joined by Jason and Sophie DeHenzel of DeHenzel Training Systems, and we're talking a little bit about the Small Business Awards today. Jason and Sophie were winners last year, and they have agreed to join me to talk a little bit about the process and what the benefits were and how they were successful. So Jason and Sophie, thank you guys for joining me.
Thank
Of course.
you.
Thank you. Thanks
having
for the
us.
opportunity.
Hey, you're welcome. So, hey, tell me a little bit about how did you guys get nominated last year, and what was tell me a little bit about your experience in applying for the Small Business Awards.
Sure. You want to start?
Sure. Yeah. I actually hadn't thought about signing up for the Small Business Awards. I knew that it was, something that was out there, but I kind of thought that maybe that was only for really big companies or people that are already super successful that would go to a Small Business Awards. But part of one of my networking groups through the chamber, I was talking with someone in the group, and they mentioned that they thought that we should try out for it. And so the idea kind of got in my head, and I asked a couple people to nominate us, and then from there we were nominated, and then we went into the whole process, and obviously successful with it.
Great.
You have to edit this. You're gonna edit this, right?
What'd you just do? Did you screw up?
Just it was kind of rambling on there at the end, but
Oh, yeah. No. Jason, I'm going to edit out everything that you've said. So it's so what were some of the things that you guys learned about your company from taking the time to take a step back and go through applying for the Small Business Awards?
Yeah.
What I found actually through, not just through the process of signing up for it, but through signing up for it and going through the process of the putting in the submission, what I learned about it is like all the detail that we put into our submission is kind of how we run our entire business. I mean, like Sophie and I were just up until like 2 o'clock in the morning, like working on every single little detail when we put it in. And we were just thinking about, what is it going to be like when it's sitting in front of the person? Like, is it going to get their attention? how does it sound when we're talking about certain things about the business? How are they going to feel about it? We really thought about every single little detail about it. And through going through the whole process and then actually winning, what I learned is that, that we need to make our dreams bigger. We used to think kind of small, let's just, kind of be a smaller business. And now I realize that we can be, that we need to make our goals bigger, that we could be a bigger business, and that we have been, in the past year. And so, we're just really proud of winning that award. And we're proud of the submission that we put in, and just proud of being part of the chamber. It's been a great experience.
How'd you guys find the time to do both? You're running the company. I know you guys are running ragged with all the training and everything that both of y'all do. How'd you carve out the time to do this on top of everything else?
We hustled. I mean, I don't know if there's a better way to put it, but yeah, like Jason said, there were a few weeks we spent staying up very late, making sure every detail was on point, printing it out, putting it in the binder, going through it, like Jason mentioned, as if we were reviewing it on the other end, going back, making edits. So for us, the time really came at the end of the day and then the weekends to really work on it. But I mean, I don't know, we just hustled. Whatever free time we had, we worked on it. We made the time. I don't think we found the time. We made the time.
And we just wanted to know that we put everything that we could into it. So whether we won or not, we just wanted to know that we put everything that we could. We didn't just print out, just okay, we answered the question, send it in. We wanted to really, wow the people that were looking at it. And if we won, great. And if we didn't, at least we tried hard.
To know that we could do that we did everything possible on our end.
Awesome. So what's something that going into this year, you guys as a past category winner will have an opportunity to compete again for the small business of the year. What are some of the things that you learned in the process that you guys are going to be putting into practice this year?
Well, I would say the same kind of thing again. I mean, just putting in the details. And when we put in a submission for it, just putting in similar details that we did last time, just paying attention to every single little thing, highlighting the successes that we have had, and also, maybe highlighting some things that we've done in the community this past year. I know that's something that we wanted to work on, and we kind of learned that a little bit through doing the Small Business Awards, that was something we wanted to be more involved in. So, like to kind of highlight a little of those things, some of those things too.
One thing, like, not amusing, but one thing I would have done differently going into this year, to have a speech prepared, because I don't know if it was obvious for the people that attended last year. We didn't, we were so excited to be a finalist. That's kind of as far as our minds got. We didn't have a speech prepared, and we were the first category. And so going up there on the stage, it was like, oh, we have to make a speech. And I'd like to say I think we pulled it off. It could have been better, but moving into next year, we'll definitely have something prepared.
Awesome. Cool. Well, last bit of, I would say encouragement you could give anybody who is still thinking about applying for the 2016 Small Business Awards.
Definitely do not count yourself out. I mean, you're not too small of a business. You're probably more successful than you think, and to definitely just go for it. Because I know, like Jason mentioned earlier, we didn't think we were big enough or successful enough, or had enough years under our belt as a business, but we went for it, and obviously it was a very exciting outcome. So don't count yourself out, and put everything you have into the submission, where you can walk away and say, I've done everything I could do. That would be my advice.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. I would say just like Sophie said, just put everything that you can into the submission, and just pay attention to the details, and realize the other people that are looking at it, and the kind of things that they might look for, and don't don't kind of just halfway do it. Put everything you can into it, and like I said before, if you win, you win, and if you don't, at least you tried as hard as you can. So yeah, I think that's about it there.
Awesome. Well, that was perfect. Hey, thank you guys so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Grafton.
Thank you, Grafton. We appreciate the opportunity.
Cool. Cut.
All right.
All right. Well, awesome. Hopefully that was all right. Do you think that was all right?
Yeah. No, that was perfect. That was perfect. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Really easy. I mean, it's for whatever reason, it's harder to actually log in. What ended up happening? Do you have any idea?
I think one thing that now I'm realizing is we didn't have the Hangout app downloaded on our computer, because then it was like, oh, you need to install this app, and then when we did and we went back and clicked on the link, it was like ready to go. So
got it. Yeah, every time I do this, I don't know, for whatever reason, I guess because it's through Google Plus, it's a little squirrely.
Yeah, well, it only took us 10 minutes to figure it out.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, we're gonna be late. We're gonna be late.
Yeah, 10 minutes figured out, a 10-minute conversation, and we're out. Cool. You guys have a busy rest of the day?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys, get back to it. I'm going to edit this up into probably a nice little 90-second video, and it'll be great.
All right. Awesome, Grafton.
Appreciate your help. Thanks.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you.
All right.